Hi there, today I want to show you how to put together the Leprechaun hat treat box from Simply Crafty SVGs. Now there are lots of these out there, mine's just a little bit different. I did put scores and folds in the hat and not completely round because I think it's easier to put together. So as you can see, I folded on all the score lines. Then I'm going to first put together the ends of the hat sides. So we're just going to line up the other edge to the tab fold. Just make sure it's lined up properly. And then just apply pressure. You want to make sure it's even on the top and bottom as well. Have my handy dandy wet paper towel. Now I'm using Scotch Quick Dry for my project right now, and that is Evergreen American Crafts cardstock. So I do have the links below in the notes. So to put on the bottom part, so I did this a little bit different. So this could be its own little treat cup, of course. But I'm going to add glue to the tabs on the inside. I just find it's easier to put the bottom on this way. So you're just going to fit it in there. And I wanted to make this box easier to put together. So you can go ahead and apply pressure. Of course, you could use your adhesive of your choice. Then you can see that it just glues them, and that's going to be covered by that round piece. Now I am going to show you to connect to at one point that'll be gluing onto the round piece. So now I'm going to put on the little hat band. So that's also scored. So you just want to fold on all the score lines, and there's a little tab at the end. And I would suggest you dry fit it, and you'll see how far it has to go above the bottom to fit. You could potentially put glue on it, glue it together by the tabs and try to slide it up, but if you do that, you might get glue on the actual hat portion at the bottom. But I wanted it to be up just a little bit, and I'm not a fan of putting cut lines to help you guide it, just because if you don't get it right, you're going to see the cut line. So knowing kind of where it needs to go, I'm going to start, and I put glue in the middle of it, so if I had to adjust it, then I could do so by moving slightly up or down. And you can see it's in the right place. And if it's a little bit off, it's not a big deal because it really won't show. And the same thing, just go ahead and make sure you put glue in the middle. And the reason is if you have to do any kind of adjustment in that other tab. If you have to do any adjustment, you can kind of slightly move it up or down. But I matched it up to the other tab. And then I'll just go around and apply pressure on all the remaining items. And I did use a little bit too much glue in my opinion. And that's that. So the next part is, after we get this settled, we'll put that bottom part. Now I show you curling the paper after the fact, but you might want to curl the hat brim before you put it on. So I did make a mistake there in a way, because otherwise if you curl it before, and you'll see what I mean, I'm going to place it in the middle, and I'm just going to eye it, move it around and eye it. And if you don't put glue all the way to the edge of the bottom piece, then, get as close to the edge as you can, but it gives you a little give. But you really want to get it good and secure before you do anything else, so there's no big gaps or anything like that. And again, I'm going to show you curling the edges. If you want to curl them, you could just use it as is. But I'm going to put this on first, and you can see I curled it a little bit. I'm going to continue to curl it, but I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to put it across. See, I placed it over a fold line. So I decided which one was going to be the front and placed it over the fold line. And just glued it there. Now all this, you see how the edges are curled up? I just used a round utensil. You could use one of those dollar store barbecue things, skewers, to do the same thing. I just happen to have this little tool. And then once you curl it the way you want, you can go ahead and add the shamrock wherever you want. So you could put it on the left, the right, wherever. So I'm just going to put it slightly on the left, but not exactly where I just had it. So just go ahead and place it where you want. And that's pretty much it. Just add whatever treats or whatever is a great decoration for a party, and to add little candies or snacks. I hope you enjoyed this project, and thank you for watching.